Hello and Happy New Year. You find me this New Year's morning in my garden with semi-broken garden furnishing, as I thought I would take some time to think about the year that's just gone by and maybe look forward to the year that's coming ahead. Last time you saw me on this channel was 2 years ago, me talking about me trying to achieve a sub 60 10k time. And I regret to inform you and everyone else that I didn't quite make it. In that Bristol 10k 2 years ago, I managed to finish it at just under 62 minutes, so not quite sub 60. It's okay. Everyone is on a different journey, and I think each journey is just as valid as the other. At that time, I thought it would be the end of my running journey. I thought, that's it. It was a church event, it was volunteering, it was to fundraise, so it'll be lots of good fun with my friends. I won't do any more timed running events. I'm just gonna go back to go cycling. And I didn't really think about running ever since. I went back to cycling, and that was it. Fast forward to early last year, in January 2025, around this time last year, I went back to Norwich to see my friends, and I saw my friend Phil. At age 40, he's decided to lose a bunch of weight, mainly for health reasons, but as a side effect, he started running a lot faster, which at that point really inspired me. I wanted to run faster, but I didn't really know how to, or even wanted to train for longer or train harder. So I thought maybe I'll do what Phil did and lose some weight, and maybe I'll run faster. I started the year in 2025 at 106 kilograms, and at my lowest in terms of weight, I managed to hit 78 kilograms. So in the process of doing so, I signed up for another 10k. This time, Bristol 10k 2025. Now this time round, I had more access to or better understanding to training, to nutrition, to resting. So me and my friend Marcus, we signed up, and we both aimed to do a time of under 50, a sub 50 10k. Going from sub 60 and not achieving it to trying to go for a sub 50. Lo and behold, I actually did it, guys. I did it. I finished at a time of 48:48. Buoyed by some of that success, I thought I'll do something I've never done before, something I thought I can never accomplish even just 2 years ago. I signed up for the Cardiff Half Marathon, which was held over October 2025, with the goal of finishing it somewhere in between 140 and 150. Now, barring some minor hiccups, going on holiday and pausing my training plan or eating really well, straying off my nutrition plan, while also hitting peak training of about 60 kilometers a week, I managed to accomplish finish the Cardiff Half Marathon just over 1 hour and 46 minutes. What I didn't foresee after the half marathon, aside from the physical recovery, was the mental recovery. I thought after my half marathon, with just a week's break, I can get back into it, hit peak training again. But maybe because it was my first ever running event, what I failed to foresee was the mental recovery, or how much it took for my mental to come back. I was so aggressively training at a time that I failed to understand how long it would take for me to come back to the same training load. Since my half marathon in October, I've only really managed to hit that same peak training load for about a week or 2 weeks between then and the rest of the year. Then come December, I got sick. Work got really busy, church got really busy, so I didn't really manage to pick up running for more than 20k a week. I didn't understand, or maybe I underestimated just how much it took for me to get back going again, which is going to be important in 2026. So looking ahead in 2026, I may have rather stupidly signed up to do a full marathon in April the 19th in Manchester, as now I'm looking to begin ramping up my training for that. Also trying to realign my nutrition and my rest goals, not only for that but for the rest of the year. Just like anyone else, over Christmas and over sickness, I've put on a little bit of that weight again. So this year's goal would be to hit my target marathon weight. My goal is to be hitting around 70 kilograms as I hit my marathon training peaks again. A small part of that is probably vanity, but also the thought of reducing injury risk, all that goes into it as well. So here are my goals for 2026. Finish my marathon at around the 3:45 mark, a sub 4. Once that is over, adding more cycling and sprinkling some strength training in between, just to get the balance and just sort of to prevent sort of running mental fatigue from taking over this year. Riding with more friends, running with more friends, enjoying exercise with more friends, hitting my target weight. I know I've tried this before, but as a way to keep myself accountable, I'm going to try to make this video thing regularly, if not semi-regular, to talk about my training, to share with you my journey. For those of you who feel like you're on a journey as well, who have no one to share that journey with, hopefully this can be a tool for you. I'll see you in the next one.